All right. Here, turn the light on. There we go. A little better. I wish I could just have the room lights. So, let's see. What do we have here? We can start it off with this, I guess.
Well, I'm out in my driveway and I'm getting ready to shoot a time lapse of me setting up my astrophotography rig. Gonna bring the P950 out too and have my
By the way, this is the dome dude. This is the dome guy that thinks that he can prove that the 24-hour sun works on a flat Earth using a dome and a flashlight, and he keeps failing.
iPhone that I'm talking to now on a tripod that it's on now. Gonna try to do time lapse, photography and astrophotography all at once and have 3 different sets of data to go back and look over and study. So it should be a fun night. Hopefully the skies stay as clear as they are at the moment, and the moon will be up later tonight, so it should make for a good show. We'll see.
Anyway, but yeah, that's Joseph Hanvey, the guy that posted this.
So I'm gonna zoom out now. Hold on one second. Just trying to do it without messing up. There we go. So you see.
So he couldn't do it with one, so he had to have two. Hey, Westside. So you had to have two domes. You got the personal dome, right?
The smaller dome is there. The smaller dome is the answer to the phenomena. You see, working perfectly.
Hmm.
But we started talking.
But it's going the opposite direction. So we don't see the real sun. We just see the reflection of the sun. Even if it's in our, even if we can see the sun, you'd still have a reflection, right? So you'd actually have two suns in the sky at the same time. And at one point they'd meet, and you never see that ever. So anyway, so this is Flatzoid's live stream from this morning, and yeah, he's going to debunk the Birdman, whoever that is. Don't know exactly who that is. He went through one of his videos before, so.
Yo, Flavs, what's up? Good to see you all. Thank you.
Oh, and by the way, let's see if I got. Yeah. Oops. This is what I'm printing right now. Is the red parts for the CNC machine. Still have to do the black parts and the gray parts. And waiting on the gray PLA to get here. That should be coming between the 18th and the 24th. What's funny is the roll of red, this roll of red that I'm using, got here within 2 days. Right? And it's like, oh no, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you at all. As a matter of fact, I scheduled mine after yours just to, yeah, you're not who I was talking about. I saw you were going live at 3:15, so I scheduled mine at 3:30, so it would have no conflict. But I'm talking about somebody else. Um, But it's coming. It's the same company, right? But and it's due between the 18th and the 24th. So it's basically due the 18th, and they still haven't even shipped it yet. So my guess is they're gonna ship it tomorrow or the next day, and it'll come the day after that. So I don't know what's up with that. I wish I could understand it, but yeah. But the prints are coming out really nice. Um, Still getting layer lines, uneven layer lines, and I'd like to figure out what what's up with that. Um, I mean, you can kind of see, like right here, you can see an uneven line. There's like a layer line down here that kind of bulges out. That's weird. Could be because I had to have the nozzle so close to get some sticking onto the build plate that it did what's called an elephant's foot. So when it's close, it puts out a certain amount of filament, and if you're too close, then it has to squish that filament out. It has to go somewhere, so it kind of pushes it out until it kind of equalizes itself. So I think that's where that comes from. But it's okay. I mean, it doesn't affect anything on the print or the functionality. Um, the the main part, the part that holds the tool, holds the router, is this. And if you notice down here, this is going to take 18 and a half hours to print. So that's what I'm looking forward to that. Um, yeah. So that's a monster. I mean, it's how tall? 164 millimeters tall. Echo, what is 164 millimeters in inches? Echo, fuck off. God damn it. Well, 25 centimeters or 25 millimeters is 1 inch.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat your calculation?
For 7 inches tall.
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
What is Echo? How many inches is 165 millimeters?
165 millimeters is about 6.5 inches.
So about 7 inches. So it's a big piece. I mean, it's got to be big enough to hold a router, and a small router at that. You know, a palm router. But that's probably the next piece I'll do. And I've got a bunch of gray pieces I have to print. So anyway, on with the show.
for coming. I'm glad you could make it. It's going to
Did yours answer? Sorry.
be exciting because today we're
That's one thing I've been meaning to do is like when I've got a larger audience, just yell, Alexa, do such and such, just to piss people off.
going to attempt again the Birdman debunk. This time, hopefully, without any interruptions. But we do have
Without interruptions. Fuck you, man. You fucking piece of shit. Oh, I wanted to show this first. Hold on. No, I'll go back. Now we'll stick with this. I did a live stream last night. It's about 15 minutes long. Had to answer something. Had to address something that Flatzoid posted. So if you guys want to look at that, it's up there. Kind of blew up at the end of it because I'm so fucking pissed off at this dipshit, bald-faced lying about me I mean, I know I shouldn't let it affect me personally, but it kind of fucking does because I try in my life to be as honest as I fucking possibly can. And for a lying sack of shit, someone who's been proven to be a lying motherfucker to accuse me of dishonesty when I'm not, and after I've proven that I wasn't dishonest, well, yeah, here we'll look at it. My channel. Oh, and I've come to the conclusion that it's okay to have sex with your third cousin as long as you stop having sex with the first two. Thought that was funny. All right, guys. Oh, it was only 3 minutes long. Guys, I'm not going to wait for people to come in. This is going to be. Is my microphone loud enough now? I put a little gain on it. Hey, Tinker Phil. Pretty quick. So, this is a video link that Flatzoid just sent me. I don't know if he just made it or. Yeah, my microphone is low here, so I hope I'm louder than I was there. He made it a while back, and he just reminded me of what a piece of shit he is. But this is it. Check this out. But the bet was that I did it incorrectly. Right. The bet was I did it incorrectly. This is the follow-up video that he took this from. Yeah, this video here he's showing where talking about I didn't do it incorrectly is me describing me doing it in the follow-up video using the scaling function at the top of Photoshop. If you aren't familiar with Photoshop, let me open that up and show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, at the top here, when you let me open up an image. Where's an image? I don't have any images there. Desktop. No. Damn it. Pictures. Yeah, I'll open up. Picture of monkey. What? It's not the right kind of document. What the hell? Oh, it's an NEF. Fuck. There we go. JPEG. So what I was talking about, get rid of the lines, is when you scale, right? Click on scale. Oh, that's cropping. Image adjustments. No, image size. There we go. No, that's not it. Hold on. Edit. Hold on. Select all. There we go. Now, edit. Transform. There we go. Scale. Now you can either do this, squish it down. And see that snap back? Here, watch again. Watch it snap back with my cursor nowhere near the handle. Right? That brings it back to its original state, unedited state. Or you can hold shift down, and I'm holding shift down. Wait, that's not it. Hold on. Yeah. If you do it on the side, it does it anyway. But I'm holding shift down, and I'm just dragging the corner. Right? Bring that back. If I don't hold shift down, That's what you get. But if you hold shift down, it doesn't matter where your cursor goes, it's going to scale it proportionally. Evidently, Flatzoid doesn't understand that. Or you can lock the aspect ratio and scale like this. Right? All I'm doing is dragging across the top. See my cursor up at the top? Because I've locked the aspect ratio. Get back to this. So this video was me doing it with the hold shift and tab. Okay. Conference crew. Just a second. So this video was me showing that the results of doing it up at the top, locking the aspect ratio, matches the results I got in the first video. So this is what he's posting. He clipped from the follow-up video me saying I didn't even touch the handles when I'm not describing the first video where I did touch the handles. Right? Not the first one where I accidentally clicked on the handle by mistake, then undid it. Right? This is the follow-up where I prove that in doing it correctly, it matches exactly what I did in the first video. To get it to line up, and I didn't, because I didn't touch the handles. I did it all up here.
But now, pay attention.
Now, yeah, pay attention. So he's going to show the video from he's going to show the first video where I did touch the handles. Something completely different. In here. Do what Flatzoid says. Pay attention.
What he's going to do now, guys.
Now watch. Watch. What? I'm just going to let me talk. Hey, George, watch what this line does. Oh, and then Flatzoid showed up in the live stream close to the end. It goes right because I click on the handle without hitting shift. I tell you what, conference crew, pretty sure if one of his buddies from the Cool Kids Club was streaming, he wouldn't fucking go on at the same time. Guarantee that. By accident. And I dragged it a little bit, like 5-10 pixels. Then watch it snap back. The snapping back, it goes back to the left, snaps back to the left. That only happens when sounds like I'm narrating the Zapruder film. I just realized that. You do a Control Z and undo the action you did. So I didn't scale it incorrectly. I didn't scale it dishonestly. I undid it, then did it correctly. But listen to this piece of shit. So the manipulation of the image was done correctly after I undid the action.
He's going to just...
But Flatzoid is so fucking desperate to drag people down to his level, to try and make everyone out to be dishonest, when he's the biggest liar on YouTube.
Change the width. There we go. Clicks on it.
Go to the right.
The height's not changing with it.
And then it snaps the fuck back. You see that? He didn't... Yep. Watch.
He's going to just change the width. There we go. Clicks on it.
Go to the right.
The height's not changing with it.
And then it's... Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Snaps the fuck back. You see that? He didn't cut it off quick enough, did he? He didn't cut it off. Yeah, he didn't hide that off quick enough. He didn't hit his editing skills suck. So he didn't cut off where I snapped it back by undoing it. And then he took the follow-up video saying, "No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it." When I said that, it's I didn't click the handles on that video, not the first one. I didn't click the handle in the follow-up video. I did it all up top where you just change the aspect ratio. So it's a total straw man, total fucking misrepresentation. Where you change it where you lock the aspect ratio and then you change it. So Flatzoid, you're a lying sack of shit and you owe me a motherfucking apology. And like I said in Discord, if I was right there, I'd beat it out of you with a fucking aluminum baseball bat, motherfucker. So this is proof that Flatzoid not only lied about me, but he used a clip from a follow-up video where I did it correctly without touching the fucking handles, and he used that as evidence that I said that I didn't do it in the first video. You're a lying motherfucker, Flatzoid. I hope you fucking burn in hell. Yeah, I was pretty pissed off. I was pretty fucking pissed off. Anyway,
Roger in the house, Ryan, Dave, and PJ. How you guys doing?
Oh, good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, Vivi. I do have to go over because Vicky's got a stream in an hour with the Sergio's.
Yeah. Please do put a link in as well so we can share it.
Nice one, dude. Nice one.
But yeah, because I was only going to have an hour stream tonight.
I know that's what planned round is, but yeah.
But because I was supposed to go into Sean from King in Context after this at 10.
Mm.
And unfortunately, we had to reschedule it for Friday because he had to take his wife to the doctor. So I hope everything's okay there. But yeah, I'll be talking to Kingdom in Context, Sean, on Friday night now at 10 Central African time.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. And then Sunday, it's going to be Mr. Sergio. Again, better than gold. He's going to be trying to do another presentation on Satan's short season. We'll see how that goes. And then let's see.
Satan's short season? What the fuck is that? What is Satan's short season? Oh. Fucking religious horse shit. Narnia fairy tales.
I know. But I have to give everybody a fair shot.
I know.
My audio's in the yellow and into the red, so I think I'm louder.
I know. He does. He's
all right, it's much better. Okay, good.
I mean, he says a few things on my channel. He hasn't had the platform to say the full lot, but I mean, he has brought it up a few times.
But
I don't mind him doing it. It's just
we love Sergio.
Absolutely.
We pray for him. We say everything's cool, and we move on. I mean, we got no issues. We just don't see eye to eye with some things.
Definitely.
And then Vara's flatback challenge will be on Monday evening.
The Ultimate Warrior.
So, guys, do stay tuned for that. Please hit the like, share the show. Really, really do appreciate you guys. You want me to?
That's what a warrior looks like.
Quickly show that link of yours, Dave.
Yeah, you guys.
Kind of reminds me of Fight Club, where they're sitting on the subway or the bus, and they look up at the thing, at the poster at the top of the bus, and they're like, is that what a real man looks like?
Guys, they're gonna go to the moon wearing Prada, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. They're gonna be wearing Prada. This.
Oh, you mean a garment designed by a garment designing company is somehow funny to you?
This is from the latest from space.com.
I'd rather wear Gucci. Come on.
This is some crazy
Artemis moonsuit designed by Axiom Space and Prada, revealed in Milan.
Yeah, they probably had a contest to design a spacesuit, and Prada won the contest. So what's the deal? I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, spacesuits used to be originally made by a room full of old ladies somewhere in New Hampshire or some shit. Somewhere in the United States. Just a bunch of old septuagenarian grandmas sewing together fucking spacesuits on Singer sewing machines.
I'm sorry. I want to ask you guys some very simple question, though. if you're trying
Really, that's all you can handle is simple shit. You can't even handle that.
to save money, is Prada.
Who says they're trying to save money? Who says they're trying to save money? Who says that they paid Prada to do this? It could have been a contest, right? And they just won the contest. It's free advertising for Prada.
People to go to save money.
No.
And then having it unveiled at a
I mean, who said they're trying to save money? Dipshit. Who says that? Does it say anywhere in this article that in an attempt to save money, we went to Prada? No, does it?
fashion show in Milan, you know? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do they have a catwalk for the spacesuit?
There's the
Oh
whole
my
thing.
word.
Possibly.
Oh,
Oh man.
It's a sharp looking suit, man. Fucking sharp looking suit. And if anybody's going to design a suit, it's going to be, for breathability, or not breathability, but room, room in the gussets, room in the elbows when you bend. See how tight my shirt gets?
That's classy.
stylish yet functional. See,
Yeah, I know.
you know,
Yeah, exactly, dumb fuck.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
yeah, you don't want the other aliens to laugh at you for having off the rack spacesuits now, do you? You get up there and say, "Screw you, ET. I'm wearing Prada, bro." You know.
Don't you
Dude, you're what, 50? Stop saying bro.
think after all these years
God damn it, man.
they would have updated the look of it better though?
They're gonna have
You don't think that's an updated look? History of the spacesuit.
Hey everybody,
Well, that's not what I was looking for. Just looking for images. Yeah, here's well, open, fucker. Why isn't this opening? Oh, because I got to do that. I mean, here's a photo history of what they look like. See, they changed the look of the suit depending on the functionality, and style comes into play. But what are you talking about, dipshit? You don't think that suit's an upgrade in appearance? Fucking morons.
It still looks like a cactus up
I mean, anything to fucking mock them, right? Anything to mock intelligence, mock accomplishment, just anything at all.
his butt.
they're gonna have Gucci bags to put the moon rocks in too. See?
Gucci and Prada both. Yeah. Nice. Did Tiffany make the glass helmet too?
Yeah, Tiffany made the helmet. There you
Oh man. Oh wow.
go. Just,
I remember going to Vegas and went to the Tiffany store. My youngest daughter was in there, and she's like pointing at this and that. Like they got it all locked up, and they got these $7,000 price tags on small little items. Like, I gotta go. I'll see you. Bye bye. You can't even handle the goods. Yeah.
let's see what else we can get these idiots to buy into. Yeah, what do you got for an idea? Hey man, designer spacesuits. No way, they'll never fall
Yeah, how about flat Earth? Yeah, the idiots will fall for that.
for that. Yeah, they will. Watch. I'll bet you $1. I'll bet you $1. That's what they're doing. They're sitting in a room going, how ridiculous can we get before these people say something?
Really, do you think that's what they're doing? You think that's what they're doing, you dumb fuck? My God, man. Holy shit.
We're saying something.
Holy
Yeah, but
shit.
we're flirts. We don't matter. See.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just dumb flirts.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So anyway, the Birdman guys, he commented back on a thread on the last stream, and I wanted to just show you guys to go through it to make you. I don't know. He's not. He's not showing that he's any better than any other anti-flat earther out there.
There's no such thing as an anti-flat earther because there's no such thing as flat Earth. Um, Same way as you can't have an anti-tooth fairy.
And it's sad because you think someone with 247k subscribers would be a bit more not bigoted, I would say.
How is he bigoted? Because he debunks idiots? That's not bigotry.
You know what I mean? It's really weird. But let's just go through some of these. Some of the.
Let's look up the definition of bigotry. Bigotry definition.
Here's the definition of bigotry: obstinate or unreasonable attachment to a belief, opinion, or faction, in particular prejudice against a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular group.
There you go. So flat earthers are bigoted against anyone who believes in science, who trusts science, right?
The thread quickly, and then we'll go through his video and show how he hasn't debunked anything. You guys up for that?
Absolutely.
Okay. This is what he starts off with. I find it hilarious about this is that it immediately went off the rails. Good job. Good effort, lol. I agreed. It did go off the rails because you got people coming in, which I didn't expect. But I found that more entertaining than the Birdman's not a debunk, to be honest, because you've heard those arguments over and over. You guys would agree?
Yeah.
Yes, you've heard those arguments over and over, and you're not smart enough or honest enough to accept them. Hey,
Yeah.
RH. Hey, RH.
Was all over the place, stream, I admit. Would you and myself be able to have a normal conversation sometime, no distractions? I think.
What? No distractions? You mean like with Rachie? Or Andrew? You mean no distractions like that? Yeah, good luck.
That's quite a normal thing to ask, correct? This is you should reply.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if you'll notice. This is very cool. No supports. There's no supports on the thing. Except for the brim. And that peels off easy. Sorry.
Writing a whole essay.
Getting distracted.
Okay, he writes a lot of essays, by the way. I can't say that I'm interested. For one, I'm not a debate, bro. I know you're not a debate. People debate.
You don't know how to fucking read, motherfucker. I'm not a debate bro. There's no comma here. Why did you read it as if there's a comma? Why'd you do that, Flatzoid? Are you that fucking desperate to make other people have to be as ignorant as you?
A lot of essays, by the way. I can't say that I'm interested. For one, I'm not a debate, bro.
See, you're putting a comma in there, which changes the meaning of the sentence. What a dumb fuck.
I know you're not a debate. People debate. You are not.
Right. That he's not saying he's a debate, you dipshit. He's not a debate bro. Or you could replace the word bro with person. I'm not a debate person. Or in other words, he's not a person that debates. You fucking retard.
Not a debate.
I mean, that's pure dishonesty right there. That's pure dishonesty.
I'm a videographer. Me too. I make videos.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a videographer. What the fuck are you talking about?
Video essays.
We've seen your attempt at videography, and you suck.
Well done. And rebuttal videos. Debates. And let's not kid ourselves. This is what you mean by conversation. Our exercise.
Wait, rebuttal videos, debates, and let's not kid ourselves is what you mean by conversation.
Exercises in who can present themselves as most articulate and charismatic. Not about who is presenting actual evidence.
True. That's what a debate is not about proof or evidence presented. It's how you present the evidence.
I mean, I spoke about the Cavendish experiment,
and you've never presented any evidence, so you lose every debate.
Blatantly stated it's not even a hypothesis.
I mean, you lost the two that we had, right? I presented evidence, you refused. I presented evidence, you refused. You lost.
Showing that you don't know what a hypothesis even is. So we wouldn't even be speaking to each other, but past one another. I don't find value in that type of conversation, and I'm a very busy individual. Oh my word. Okay, based on that alone, I'm going to have to clearly tell him, no, the the Cavendish experiment is not a hypothesis.
Right, he misspoke here. So, yeah.
An experiment and a hypothesis are two different things. Okay, the hypothesis is what predicts what will happen in the experiment.
But you said a hypothesis wasn't a prediction, Flatzoid. I'm pretty sure that in one of your live streams you mocked someone for saying that it's a prediction, right? But you're changing it now, right?
Experiment. The experiment is what is testing to see if the hypothesis is correct.
Yeah.
So no, it's by terms, this guy doesn't know what the difference between hypothesis and experiment is. And Cavendish has no scientific hypothesis because they don't have an actual cause.
Really? Doesn't have an actual hypothesis? Lest we remind you of what I posted on your channel. The hypothesis for the Cavendish experiment. The hypothesis of the Cavendish experiment is that a measurable gravitational force exists between two masses, allowing for the calculation of the gravitational constant by tiny deflections of a suspended mass when attracted to large spheres, thus confirming Newton's law of universal gravitation on a small scale. Right, that's the hypothesis. That's the hypothesis for the Cavendish. And what does Flatzoid say? Thanks again for showing you don't know what a scientific hypothesis is. How fucking dumb do you have to be, man? How fucking dumb do you have to be? How dishonest do you have to be to deny shit put right in front of you? I fucking swear.
For an effect.
So
it's not
that's pretty fucking pathetic. Show me the hypothesis. Well, here it is. Oh, you don't even know what a scientific hypothesis is. Yeah, it's a prediction. It's a prediction. The hypothesis of the Cavendish experiment is that a measurable gravitational force exists between two masses, allowing for the calculation of the gravitational constant g by observing the tiny deflection of the suspended mass when attracted to large lead spheres, thus confirming Newton's law of universal gravitation on a small scale. What about that is not a fucking hypothesis, Flatzoid? Seriously. Seriously. And I'm going to ask him. What about that is not a hypothesis? I mean, what a fucking moron.
Scientific hypothesis to call it an experiment. It was a demonstration trying to...
No, it was a scientific experiment with variables and a hypothesis and a conclusion and peer review and notes and formulas and everything. 65 pages, motherfucker. Read it.
To calculate Earth's mean density. It's not hard to understand.
So you use a demonstration to calculate stuff? No, you use a fucking experiment. You use science to calculate shit, man.
So yes, there's definitely a difference between how we would communicate.
And you don't calculate it, you measure it. You measure the deflection of the balls, the amount of deflection over time. And then you can calculate from that. Yeah. But yeah, you're measuring stuff. See, Flatzoid is the dumb fuck, so he thinks that measurements aren't calculated.
Communicate with this because the guy blatantly is ignorant to the subject. Agreed?
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, you see.
Really? Says the guy who thinks who said a point of an intersecting line to a curve is a tangent. Yeah. That's what you said. You said that.
See that picture with the guy with the copper?
You said a line, a radial crossing a circle is a tangent point. That's what you said, Flatzoid. So shut the fuck up and sit down.
Looking sphere inside that hexagon.
Huge magnet versus copper sphere, yeah?
Yeah, I've already I've watched.
Oh, this is fucking sweet.
That video.
Good.
This is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's all right.
I caught the first few minutes of this, and then decided to catch it fresh.
Actually, it's all right. It float. It can when you roll the sphere because it's a magnet. It's a magnet kind of thing. It stays in the middle of the sphere while it's rolling that ball sort of thing.
Yeah. By the way,
I take a copper pipe. I've done that before. I've got a copper pipe over here, and I drop a neodymium magnet down through it, and it goes. It just.
Well, at least he pronounced neodymium correctly.
Floats down through it, and then
neodymium. Neodymium magnets. Neodymium. Okay. Yeah, he pronounced it. You got it right. Hey, look at the big brain on Brad.
When it gets past the end, it goes phew, and drops at free fall.
That's what I think demonstrated in that video too. In that same video, that's demonstrated, I think.
There's a weird electromagnetic field with copper.
Now listen to this. Listen to this shit.
And there's a lot of metals that have these electromagnetic fields that you don't necessarily see a reaction to a magnet immediately.
Right. Metals do not have an electric field without one being induced. Sorry, buddy. This fork doesn't have a magnetic field.
No.
But like when top chefs are making meringue, they will only use copper bowls because it causes it to fluff. And I got to thinking, what are they doing?
Did you bother to look up why they use copper bowls? It's pretty simple.
They've got a tube with a conclusion. That's what a bowl is basically a tube with an end. Okay.
Yep. All right.
With a conclusion.
And when they're whisking it, they're creating a vortex in there that reacts with that electromagnetic field, and it will cause the meringue.
Is that whisk magnetic? Is it magnetic? Because that's the only way you're going to induce a magnetic field in copper is with a magnet.
To actually fluff way better than if you did it in stainless steel or something else like that.
So it's the magnetic field. Why do chefs use copper to make meringue? Since copper can bind sulfur groups, those tiny bits of copper bind to the egg white proteins, and therefore those sulfur groups are unable to form the strong disulfide bonds that can lead to gritty, dry, whipped egg whites. Has nothing to do with fucking magnetism, you dumb motherfucker. Holy shit. Copper ions in the bowl stabilize the foam and prevent the egg whites from becoming dry and gritty. That's why they do it. You can do the same thing with cream of tartar and a stainless steel bowl. You dumb fuck. Oh my God. It's a magnetic field that makes that's produced without a magnet to make meringue fluffy. What a dumb fuck. Seriously, are you kidding me?
Nice.
That sounds cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds good.
I just want to give a shout out
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
quickly before I forget.
I mean, tell us you're in a cult without saying the fucking words.
To Skeptic 926, he sent a PayPal. Really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. Big blessings, and you rock. Yeah.
You ever been on a roller coaster and you feel when it slows up all of a sudden, because they have to slow it up. What they've done there is there's an aluminum plate on the bottom of the car, and they pass over a magnet. Now you can't stick a magnet to aluminum, but if you put a magnet on an aluminum plate and tilt it up, it'll drag. It'll go really slow.
Friction.
Yeah,
Friction.
Yeah, it's friction. Yeah.
It's friction. That's what causes that drag. It's friction. Friction of what? They aren't touching each other. They're not touching. So what is it friction from there, Flatzoid? Did you mean eddy currents? Didn't you mean eddy currents? That the magnetic creates an eddy current in the metal that slows the magnet because the magnet wants to be attracted to the current, to the eddy current. Isn't that what you meant, Flatzoid? You dumb fuck.
That's a
Jesus
good way
Christ.
to stop something without heat.
I got a question.
Stop something without heat. Huh.
Is gold really not magnetic? I've heard this before.
No,
people
everything has properties, but gold is ferromagnetic as far as I understand.
No, it's not ferromagnetic. You need ferrous. You need a ferrous material to be ferromagnetic. Ferro meaning steel or carbon. I can't remember what ferro means.
No, it's not ferromagnetic. It won't be attracted. Like a magnet won't be attracted to gold.
Yeah, because I've seen people.
But it will induce a magnetic current, an eddy current in gold.
Test for gold, and they use magnets, and if it attracts to it, it's not gold.
Yeah, they're diamagnetic. Yeah.
Yeah, because like if
both gold and silver are diamagnetic, so they repel.
What did you say the other one was? Para
and ferro.
And that's one-sided sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But if you think about it,
paramagnetism, and dimagnetism.
Yeah, it makes sense because you think about parasocial.
So gold is paramagnetic. Is gold paramagnetic? No, pure gold is diamagnetic, meaning it weakly repels magnets and it's not magnetic. So.
And so they repel.
What did you say the other one was? Para
and ferro.
And that's one-sided sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it,
paramagnetism, and dimagnetism.
Yeah, it makes sense because you think about parasocial relationships.
I've seen people test for gold, and they use magnets, and if it attracts to it, it's not gold.
Yeah, they're diamagnetic. Yeah.
Yeah, because like
both gold and silver are diamagnetic, so they repel.
There you go.
What did you say the other one was? Para.
And oxygen is paramagnetic too.
Para
and ferro.
I think oxygen is paramagnetic. Is oxygen paramagnetic? Yes, there you go. Glad I didn't forget that.
One-sided sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But if you think about it,
paramagnetism, and dimagnetism.
Yeah, it makes sense because you think about parasocial relationships, one-sided. That's how I worked psychology. That's how I worked out.
Okay, let's just go through these things because we've got quite a bit. But I just want to put his just the first one we'll go through properly, and then we'll just look at this video thread that he put up. Because I'm just trying to make a point here that these guys are all the same. Okay, they're too chicken shit to just stand up for what they believe in. They want to poke a bear But as soon as the bear stands
Dude, you're not a bear. You're not threatening at all, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
up, they want to run for the hills.
That's right. That's right.
And I find that very very cowardish. Thank you, Skeptic, again, man. You rock.
I mean, you keep begging to debate me again or have a discussion or make phone calls to mathematicians, but you're too much of a fucking coward to apologize for calling me a liar. So, who's the coward, buddy?
Okay, let's see that. He says, moreover, looking at your behavior you demonstrate in this video, it wouldn't make for a good conversation.
Oh, look. The springs came. The first ones I got, they were like $4. They were too small. There's a smaller pair of scissors than this that Swiss Army makes. Smaller than that. So the small ones didn't work, but the medium-sized ones do. So
Conversation in the first place. You literally couldn't make it 5 minutes into the video without pausing to add incorrect and irrelevant commentary. First of all, we have to pause it every now and then because it's called fair use. Otherwise, it's copyright striked, okay? And secondly, I didn't give incorrect.
Yes, you have to pause it once in a while, not every 2 seconds, dipshit.
Or irrelevant commentary, did I?
No, he's mad about his avatar too.
Yeah, we called him out for not understanding the difference between Einsteinian and Newtonian gravity. That was
the first thing.
Well, you sure the fuck don't understand it. You've proven that.
Yeah.
You think we use Einsteinian physics here on Earth, and we fucking don't. So tell us you're a fucking hypocritical liar without saying the words, Flatzoid.
And then he said, even getting my channel's avatar completely wrong. How did I get it wrong? Last time I checked, it definitely is Blanca, is it not? Let's open it.
Yes, it is.
Share. That's his avatar, correct?
That's Blanca, dude. That's Blanca. Hi.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, because I created a 3D image Blanca that looks better than that one, by the way. I got it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but mine looks better than that.
What does he say? It's not Blanca. Is that what he said?
No, he says
you created it, or did you fucking download it off the internet or get AI to do it for you?
I got it wrong. How?
You got it wrong. What? You get it wrong. Bloody! You mean the one on your thumbnail? I see.
What's wrong with mine on the thumbnail?
Nothing's wrong with the one on your thumbnail. It's better than this.
Because that's not Blanca.
It's Blanca.
He doesn't have a red pants on.
So what?
I know.
Because Blanca wears red pants.
That's about it.
Okay, anyway. But that just tells you he's got nothing to really moan about. He's just trying to find anything wrong he can. You said I was a moron.
Really? He's trying to find anything wrong he can? Cool story, bro.
For not understanding vacuum cleaners. And I stick by that. When you literally paused the video before I mentioned pressure differentials. Remember why I said that?
Yes, so... Yeah, you do that, Flatzoid. You pause and then you criticize someone for not understanding something, and then right after you unpause, they prove that they do.
He was insulting flat earthers by saying, you guys always think of a vacuum cleaner when you think of space. Is that not true?
Well, I don't know. Nathan Oakley has a meme of a huge, robot woman vacuuming out the atmosphere out of the dome with a vacuum cleaner. So,
yeah, I think of that.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
There's a little bit of truth to what he's saying there.
Calling him to be idiots.
Unbelievable.
Hey, what's up, Brian Stavely? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Glad you could make it.
I am. Good to see you, bro.
Stavely, I think.
He came into my chat last week. Came into my chat for a little last
It's
week
good to
when
see
we was
still
doing the
around.
Mandela effect one.
It's good to see still around.
Absolutely.
Did he close down his channel?
No, he still got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you completely misunderstood what I was saying with the vacuum thing, which is why you got corrected, but still tried to paint the part of the video you didn't get the full context of in negative light. This means you would do the same to me in a conversation where it wouldn't be able to get a full thought out. Yeah, not my style. First of all, a conversation.
Man, he fucking nailed you, buddy. He knows exactly how you work.
And a debate are two different things, correct?
Aye.
Yeah.
So in other words, this guy's trying to make excuses not to talk to me. That's it. The guy doesn't know from a bar of soap, but he's trying to tell me what I would and not do. So he's divining my motives.
No, we've seen every time you have a debate or have someone on your channel, man. We've seen that. He's seen that. So don't try and act like you don't do that. I mean, Jesus, clutch your pearls a little harder, motherfucker.
I'm
Really
calling him
odd.
out. Come on the
Yeah.
show, Birdman. We'll talk to you.
So I do find this really cowardish, and it's just simple. Just say, I don't want to have a conversation with you because I don't really know how I would defend myself. Because that's at the end of the day all it is. Because the guy's coming up with 2015 arguments. The guy is literally like he hasn't done any research on the subject before. And we're going to see it when we go through the rest of the stuff. Okay. Secondly, perhaps more importantly, I don't entertain conspiracy theorists and science deniers. See what I'm saying? Since when are we science deniers, guys?
Since you became flat earthers. Is there a dome? Is space real? Is the Earth a sphere? You're science deniers.
No, not at all.
When I woke up this morning,
As a matter of fact, you said that, like, even if there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, that wouldn't prove anything. You'd still believe the Bible. So, yes, you're a science denier, you fucking liar.
started denying science all morning long. Like, science, I don't need it.
You know what? But this is the same thing
Is gravity real?
I hear all the time from these anti-flat earthers. You are just science deniers.
Yes, you are.
No. We are science realists.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're a science denier. You don't know shit about it.
You guys claiming pseudoscience isn't science, and we
See, that's science denial. Calling legitimate branches of science pseudoscience is science denialism, you fucking liar. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at this guy.
calling you out for it. That's it.
Yeah.
We're the ones that like science because we don't want pseudoscience to be the thing.
So you don't understand what science is. You don't even know what a fucking hypothesis is. You don't even know what a model is. You're full-on science deniers. And now you're lying about it.
But pseudoscience is much funner. Flatzoid, it's just wonderful. It's exciting.
Well, it's all imagination shit, you know? It really is.
Oh, thanks.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
That's it's really strange that until Parsons actually came along and really started
Alan Parsons
pioneering into the
that is a good point. I wouldn't want to be like you.
The field of rocketry. Rockets to the space were just that's just science fiction. It's impossible. It can never take place. And in fact, they turned down a grant to they laughed at him. They said no, there's no way. Once you get a rocket into space, then you don't have anything to push off of. And I thought
I don't think anybody said that. Who's this Parsons guy? Parsons, rocketry.
According to Wikipedia, John Whiteside Parsons was an American rocket engineer, chemist, and Thelemite occultist.
Thelemite occultist. Okay. Let's see. Born in Los Angeles, raised by a wealthy family in Orange Grove Boulevard, Pasadena. Following some brief involvement with Marxism, Parsons converted to Thelema, a new religious movement founded by the English occultist Aleister Crowley, together with his first wife Helen Northrop. 1945, he separated from blah blah blah. That's his bio. Rocket Research Group and the Kennite Trail 34 to 38. In hopes of gaining access to the state-of-the-art resources of Caltech for the rocketry research, Parsons and Foreman attended a lecture on the work of Austin rocket engineer Eugene Sanger and hypothetical above-stratospheric aircraft in the Institute William Boley. Applied for funding from Caltech together. They did not mention that their ultimate objective was to develop rockets for space exploration. They did not mention that their ultimate objective, realizing that the most scientific establishment then considered such ideas science fiction, Caltech Clark Blanchard Milken immediately rebuffed them, but Milani's director advisor, Theodore von Karman, saw more promise in their proposal and agreed to allow them to operate under the auspices of the university's Guggenheim Aeronautical Laboratory. So, no, they didn't reject him. Naming themselves Galsit Rocket Research Group, they gained access to Caltech's specialist equipment through economics and the Great Depression, left von Karman unable to finance them. So, yeah, it doesn't say that they were denied because rockets have to push off air. Let's see. Closest manufacturer. So, yeah, it doesn't say anything about that, man. As far as I can see. I'm just skimming. So, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Citation needed, motherfucker.
That was funny as shit, that they, but I think it had something to do with the occult connection to it, because it definitely is an occult belief system. It's or you know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yeah. Heliocentrism is an occult belief system. It's based
No, it's not an occult belief system, you dumb motherfucker.
on Babylonian beliefs.
No, it's not. It's based on measurements and physics and science. That's what it's based on, you fucking liar.
Definitely.
I got a video from Sean Lennon and Les Claypool did a music video on that very topic. It's called Delirium. They actually go through the whole cult act with Jack Parsons and Warner Von Braun and NASA.
Yeah,
it's an interesting little video.
Yeah.
But so V2 didn't go to space, did it? They never shot a V2 rocket into space.
Nope.
Ever. I wonder why that is.
And he says, me debating you suggests that our positions are even remotely equal. I do not respect your positions. See, he's just a bigot. And I'm sure I did make it clear I want to have a conversation, not a debate. Correct?
Yeah.
So why is he going on about debating the whole time? I just want to have a conversation with the guy to understand where he's coming from. But yeah.
How high did the V2 rocket? V2 rocket typically reached the maximum altitude of 50 to 60 miles, 80 kilometers, but on June 20, 1944, it reached the record altitude of 109 miles, making it the first rocket to reach space. So,
he says, I do not respect your position. So he's already showing he's a bigot.
It's really easy to debunk people who've not done their own research. It's so easy.
Yeah.
He says, "You aggravate me with your out-of-hand dismissal of thousands of people's live work, with absolutely zero work to show for it on your own, outside of struggling YouTube channels that barely attract even casual conspiracy theorists these days."
He's absolutely correct. It's absolutely correct. You have nothing to back up any of your assertions except nuh-uh.
Okay, based on that, Mr. Birdman, I've been doing a lot on this channel. You do know that we get censored, and we don't.
No, you don't get censored. No, you don't. And censorship has absolutely fuck all to do with this.
Don't get pushed out like you guys do. The ones that are quote unquote, how can I put it, the truther community is the ones that get censored. Why is that?
Probably because they violate the terms of service of the contract they fucking signed. Could be that.
I can guarantee you I know more about science and anything this guy's been talking about than this Birdman idiot or whatever. And
Really? You don't even know what a model is. You don't even know what a model is. You deny gravity. You don't have a map, model, or measurements for your entire belief system. What do you mean you know more about science? You fucking liar. You arrogant prick.
And I'm going to call him an idiot now because
Is anybody still here? Is anybody still here?
At us the whole time, calling flat earthers stupid, flat earthers are science deniers, flat earthers.
Yes, you are. You are. You're stupid science deniers. I know it hurts your feelings there, Cupcake, but fucking cope. That's what you are. Be proud of what you are.
Just don't know what's going on. The guy doesn't know me from a bar of soap, but wants to tell me I don't understand science. Wants to tell me
he's seen your videos, dipshit. He's seen your videos. I mean, if I can watch Britney Spears videos and come to the conclusion that she sucks without even meeting her, without ever meeting her. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you this fucking slow? That you think he has to meet you and get to know you personally to surmise that you're a fucking retard when your videos demonstrate that very sufficiently?
Tell me I don't understand physics. Wants to tell me I don't understand this. But does he even know who I am?
Yes, he knows who you are because he's seen your fucking channel.
I don't think he has a clue.
Jesus
so yeah,
fucking
it does
Christ.
Frustrate me a bit when I read stuff like
I mean, talk about being in denial.
this. Okay, then he says, the reasons none of you are engineers, STEM professors, or performing science in labs, you're here to sow discord because of your ability to do math and understand scientific principles and experiments, that's all. Okay, first of all, people have different professions and jobs because if we were all the same people doing the same jobs, there would be nothing. Imagine nobody was a farmer. You wouldn't be able to eat. Imagine nobody fixed cars. You wouldn't be able to commute. Imagine nobody...
What? Imagine if nobody fixed cars, you wouldn't be able to commute? Let's go back to the beginning of this little screed. You ever heard of a fucking horse? Or walking? Or bicycles? Jesus, what a fucking stupid statement.
People have different professions and jobs because if we were all the same people doing the same jobs, there would be nothing. Imagine nobody was a farmer. You wouldn't be able to eat.
Right, you'd raise your own fucking food, man. Like they did before we had like large scale agriculture. You raise your own food. You become the farmer. You think everyone was born with an innate knowledge of how to be a farmer? No, people had to learn that shit from their fathers, from their grandfathers, from the government. You know, the government helps out farmers, right? That bad government helps people put food on the table.
Imagine nobody fixed cars. You wouldn't be able to commute.
Yeah, you could walk, roller skate, ride a bike, ride a horse. What the fuck are you talking about? How simple-minded.
Imagine nobody built houses. You wouldn't be able to stay in a house.
Then you don't stay in a house. You build a cabin. You take your fucking hands and you take an axe and a saw and you cut down trees and you fucking make a house. See, that's how we survive as a species, dipshit.
What if everybody
You think Century 21's been around forever?
did exactly the same job?
Nothing would get done, Flatzoid.
And that has absolutely nothing to do with what he's talking about.
We'd all be like at a stalemate. Nothing would ever happen.
And secondly, just because we're a flat earther doesn't mean we've never finished school, doesn't mean no one's become an engineer or studied science or studied engineering or physics or anything.
It most certainly does. Most certainly does. No, this racist motherfucking hillbilly piece of shit here's never finished school. Guarantee this dipshit didn't. And I've heard a couple other people on your live stream saying, "Yo, I didn't graduate high school. Look at me, I'm happy." So yeah, 99% of flat earthers didn't finish school, or didn't pay attention in school, or never stepped foot in a fucking science class.
Again, the guy is doing.
I mean, you're acting like you've never done a video before, man. You're acting like you've just come out on the fucking scene and this is your first thing. You've never done anything else.
A cliche of you flat earthers are just stupid because you're a conspiracy theorist. First of all, flat earth isn't a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it is. It most fucking certainly is. What is a conspiracy theory?
Here's the definition of conspiracy theory: a belief that some secret but influential organization is responsible for an event or phenomenon.
Sounds like it to me.
No one has yet.
I mean, you talk about fucking hurricanes being controlled by hurricanes being controlled by sound. You brought that up. You think that NASA, some organization, is out to hide God. That's in your repertoire. So yeah, you think that see what is a belief that some secret or influential organization like God is responsible for an event or phenomenon, creation, making the earth flat. You think that there's like some artificial sun that they're going to put up in Antarctica to fool everybody to thinking there's a 24-hour sun. You're an idiot, man. You're a fucking liar.
Yet to show me how flat earth is a conspiracy theory yet.
No.
Has they?
No.
They're just claiming it's a conspiracy theory. How have we conspired anything, guys?
No,
Do you know what conspired means? You're conspiring right now, motherfucker. You're conspiring right now. Conspire, definition.
Here's the definition of conspire: make secret plans jointly to commit an unlawful or harmful act.
Seem to be working together to bring about a particular result, typically to someone's detriment. What does conspire with mean? Well, conspire, that's the legal definition. We know what conspiracy theories are. We know what conspiring is. You're talking amongst each other to agree on an outcome.
Conspired.
I think it's the other way around. I think they conspired to make a globe out of a flat Earth. That's just my opinion, personally.
So it's really actually infuriating when you get these bigots trying to claim this stuff. But I just laugh at them though, because it is projection. Because I can guarantee you, if I had to talk to this guy about physics and science, we know who would be the one understanding what's going on.
Yes, we do. We absolutely do. And we know who wouldn't understand what the fuck is going on.
Anyway, let's move on. It would be different if you people presented any models at all. But you don't, because you can't, as your explanations for empirically observable phenomena are all incongruous, and that's precisely why you don't have a working model, and why you all immediately balk at the joke model I placed in the beginning of this video. Your goal is to endlessly question reality instead of presenting a falsifiable model of your own. And
but they do have a model, and what you presented was one of the models. What? Because what has Flatzoid said? All maps, all models, all measurements.
that is why we are
except for the ones that you present. Then that's a straw man.
Not equal. You have something to attack while you give me nothing. Okay. This is going to be very plain and simple. If you made a claim, you have the burden of proof.
Right. You made the claim that the earth is flat. You have the burden of proof.
It's not our duty to replace your falsified burden.
Right, but you've made a claim. You claim that the earth is flat. Saying that it's the default isn't an explanation, isn't evidence.
You made a claim.
Isn't an out.
Back it up, or it's shown false. I don't need to go and replace that claim.
Oh, and by the way, I wanted to say that I heard a joke. It's pretty funny. Someone typed it in a political forum, and I thought they were talking about, the guy had a caller that just had a horrible, deep South accent, and he's pretty fucking dumb. And I swear to God, you could hear banjos playing in the background. But the joke was, it's okay to fuck your third cousin as long as you stop fucking your first and second one.
Do I?
Not at all. But I'm pretty sure. Sorry, Splash. The FE Core and a couple of other people have actually made a flat working model, from what I can.
Yeah.
So just reversal of burden fallacy is all you've got, right?
Remember, back in the day, he's way behind. He's not been in this arena that long. So.
Yeah.
But there's flaws in both models. Don't get me wrong.
But
no, not there isn't a flaw in the heliocentric model. Sorry, pal.
Is there a globe model, by the way?
Yes, there is. That's the heliocentric model, is what we've determined to be the model from on Earth. Yes.
Not a working one.
Not a working
They
one.
got multiple.
See, they don't even know what a model is. They don't even know what a model is.
Models for certain aspects.
Yeah.
Just like the flat Earth has multiple.
Right. We have different models of different things that all go together to be the heliocentric model. You dumb fuck.
Multiple models for certain aspects. But these idiots don't understand.
No, we have one model for each aspect of things. Wow.
Understand that if you take, for instance, a Gleason's AE map and so distances, it's not a distance map.
That's not a model. The Gleason's map is not a model. It's a map. So you don't even know what a model is.
Nope.
You think a map and a model are interchangeable.
And it's made up of globe projection anyway. So.
Yes, it's a projection of the globe. And you're not smart enough to understand why that's significant.
It's not hard to understand. Any model that they actually present comes from a flat Earth measurement.
No, it doesn't. It fucking doesn't, because we measured the Earth as spherical, so there could never be any flat Earth measurements. See, that's how fucking twistedly stupid you are. That's how much of a science denier you are.
Mm-hmm. By default, even the Mercator or the WGS84 ellipsoidal consideration model comes from a first measured flat Earth.
No, it doesn't. You dumb fucking liar. It doesn't. It just fucking doesn't. There is no flat Earth to measure from.
Mm.
But they don't understand this.
How do you get spherical excess on a flat Earth, motherfucker? You can't. It's impossible.
They don't. And the Mercator's
we are the
way
ones-
off.
I mean, how fucking ridiculous could they think that measurements of spherical excess that can only happen on a sphere is a flat Earth fucking measurement? What a dumb fuck.
That we're the ones that are wrong.
And that's where they always show their great circle routes is on the
Yeah, that's on a sphere.
Mercator map. And it's like, okay, well, let's see your great circle routes for your north-south destinations. How
Great circle route for north-south destinations. The Earth. Images. Globe. Globe will have the lines. All right. See this thing? See every one of these longitude lines? Those are great circles. Those are great circle routes. And let's see. Flight paths across the North Pole. Here we go. There you go, buddy. Also across the South Pole. So, what the fuck are you saying? You pathetic fucking liar. There you go. God, you're just fucking lazy, man. Just fucking lazy.
come there's no great circle going north and south? What the hell's up with that?
There is. I just showed you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a little different.
Yeah, I just showed you.
Huh? Did you ever hear of Thales of Miletus?
No.
He was a Greek philosopher who believed in a flat earth. Thales of Miletus, one of the earliest Greek philosophers, is known for his contributions to mathematics and astronomy. Living in the 6th century BC, Thales proposed that the earth was flat, floating on water like a disk. His flat earth model was based on his observations of nature and his belief that water was the fundamental substance of all matter. While Thales made groundbreaking strides in understanding the natural world, his flat earth theory was eventually overshadowed by later philosophers like Pythagoras and Aristotle.
Who? Pythagoras? Are you... Jesus fucking Christ.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
Who presented evidence for a spherical earth. Thales' ideas, though flawed, laid the groundwork for future philosophical inquiry and scientific thought in ancient Greece, marking an early chapter in humanity's quest to understand the cosmos. How come we only ever hear about this Aaron Krusty Knees guy?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, even Aristophanes and stuff, there's no evidence the guy even existed. Nothing. It's just literally hearsay of people.
There's no evidence that Christ ever existed. None. There's more evidence for Eratosthenes existing than there is for Christ.
A few generations after. It's really weird. But I just want to say thank you for your $5 super chat.
Nuh-uh.
Flat Out Fudge, he says, with all the model talk, have they ever provided a relatively accurate to scale model of the globe or solar system?
Yes, we have. Yes, it's called stellarium, you dumb fuck.
No, they have not.
That's a lie.
But they do tell you it's gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, man.
So, what? What? But they do tell you it's gravity. That makes no fucking sense.
You rock. Woohoo.
I mean, it's just horrible. These people are horribly uneducated.
But yeah,
I mean, tragic ignorance.
multiple models and they don't work together. Okay, let's finish this off quickly. He says, I'll be happy to make a video about the claims you make. Should you actually respond to my video with a falsifiable model? Let's start there. I'm entirely uninterested in your incessant questioning of reality, as all of your talking points have been heard and debunked before. And instead, I'm interested in that model you actually believe in. Until that time comes, you can consider this the last time you'll ever hear from me.
What a sweetheart, I'm telling you.
Say it's
Anyway,
not so, please. Oh no.
all I read in that whole comment is, I got to make excuse not to talk to him. I got to make excuse not to talk to him. That's
Yep.
it.
Hmm.
Okay, so I said this. So this is the issue I have with this. You insult flat earthers and play victim when called out on it. It's okay. I understand that you're not able to debate or just have a conversation with me. I know what's going on. I'm not.
Yeah, you're a dumb fuck, and he doesn't want to talk to a dumb fuck who got nothing to bring to a conversation. You proved you have nothing to bring to a conversation when you debated MC Toon, when you debated me twice. You've proven this. I mean, hell, look at Discord. You don't even know what a fucking hypothesis is. So, what the fuck does he want to talk to you for? Why the fuck would anyone want to waste their time on a piece of shit like you in a cult like this? And he knows for a fact that if he gets on there, he's going to have every one of these motherfuckers jumping on him. And you're going to allow it. You will fucking allow it. You won't mute anybody. You'll allow it and you'll laugh about it. Why the fuck would he want to talk to you, you dumb shit?
Not just some fluff, as you call it. If you have ever seen me in debates, you will know why the Globe Defenders are scared of debating me.
Oh my god! Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? All maps, all models, all measurements. Yeah, we're fucking terrified of you. We're a shaking and a trembling. Jesus Christ.
This is again not even a challenge to debate or anything. I just a chance.
Oh my god, he thinks he's intimidating. Little Mouse thinks he's intimidating.
To have a normal conversation
Amazing.
with you, to find out the interesting to see where you come from and why you believe what you do. If you ever change your mind, email me, blah, blah, blah. Bless you and man, and wish you all the best. That's all I wrote to him, okay? There we go. And then this is his response to me. So this is the issue I have with this. You insult flat earthers and play blah, blah, blah. He says, I am not playing victim. Your insulting of me does not bother me. It clearly does. I clearly stated that this is why I wouldn't be interested in a conversation with you. So he just contradicted himself. It doesn't bother him. But
he didn't contradict himself, so you don't know what a contradiction is.
But this is the reason why he won't have a conversation.
Now, if he would have posted about 10 times saying that he doesn't care what you have to say, he isn't bothered by you, that would be a contradiction.
So it does bother him.
Absolutely.
I mean, how is that a contradiction? How?
Of course.
It would be fruitless exercise if the point call me out like, you're wrong, I'm correct, I'm happy with that. He says, it's okay. I understand that you're not able to debate or just have a conversation with me. I know what's going on. He says, reverse psychology works on children and adults with low IQs, both of which I am not. I don't know. I'm falling under the how can I put it? The idea that you might not have as much IQ as you claim to have.
See, that's the reverse psychology he's talking about. So you're trying to goad him into having a discussion with you.
And he says, I would have known you even made a video of me. One of my subscribers mentioned your name, which I had to dig deep to even find. You know, that's a lie. Because I literally tagged him in that stream. That's how he knew about me.
Of course.
Because I tagged him.
Nice. What considers what is an IQ test necessarily? What consists of an IQ test?
It's logical patterns. That's all an IQ test is, to see if you can.
No, it's not logical patterns. It's a test to determine how well you understand stuff. Not how much you understand, but how well you understand shit.
Figure out patterns.
It's like cognitive ability, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like an aptitude test would be the same thing, right? So
sort of.
If you can figure out a problem faster, you have a higher IQ, basically.
Apparently, yeah.
They rate you on the, okay.
If you figure out the pattern that this block fits with that block there, or whatever.
I think I've done a couple of those. They gave us these little dots in a board, and we had to tie a color string from one to another, and they gave you a certain color to go to this color. So that the quicker you got that done, the higher rating on the aptitude test you got.
But
that's a test they give to chimpanzees.
I mean, I've seen people get a very high IQ test reading, and they're the most idiotic people I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
And some can operate computers.
So he says, okay.
Yes, everyone that's smarter than you is dumb.
I routinely make videos and responses to people orders of magnitude larger than you, with far more patriotic fan bases. So this is his problem. He doesn't want to actually engage because my subscribers isn't enough for him.
Wow. That
All
is
channel, big ego.
Arrogant, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So in other words, because my subscriber base isn't large enough for him, he doesn't want to engage. You know what that means, guys?
Say what? I routinely make videos and respond to people orders of magnitude larger than you with far more vitriolic fan bases.
Guys, that means he's afraid to give my channel exposure.
Mm-hmm.
No, he isn't. Again, you don't understand what you're reading.
Mm-hmm. He's scared to death.
Mm-hmm. So guess what he says? Do not frighten me.
And no, he's not. He just explained that he's not scared to death of you. So, you're just lying. Nothing new there.
And what's the next thing he says after that? You do not frighten me. Yes, it's exactly.
Yes, you don't frighten anyone. You're not intimidating in any way, shape, or form, Flatzoid. You're not. You're a clown. You're something to be pitied.
What he does, dude, because you wouldn't have had to write that otherwise, dude.
Exactly. And then he says, you just have nothing.
Well, I guess he has the need to write that because every time someone doesn't want to debate you, you call them a coward. You'd say that they're scared. So he's just clarifying that he's not afraid of you.
Nothing to offer here. You don't even have a model. Psst. Cavendish isn't even a hypothesis, is useless to me. I gain nothing from controversy. Again, Cavendish is not a hypothesis because Cavendish is claimed to be an experiment. Experiment and hypothesis are two different things. Cavendish is a demonstration.
No, it's an experiment.
Where Cavendish was trying to calculate based on measuring torque twist, yes. Torque.
No, not torque. He wasn't measuring torque. He already knew the torque coefficient of the wire that he used, and it wasn't quartz. Jesus fucking Christ.
To measure Earth's mean density.
Right, it was an experiment using that apparatus to measure the effects of the gravitational constant between masses. That's what it was, dipshit. You can deny it all you want. You can keep denying it and denying it and denying it, but that's the fucking facts, motherfucker. I mean, cope harder.
I don't know how to break it to him. The guy doesn't even know what an hypothesis or experiment is. He doesn't even know what a demonstration.
I presented you the hypothesis to Cavendish, and you say, that's not a hypothesis. You're an idiot. You're a fucking retard. And you're a fucking liar.
It takes you back to the fact that we don't use science, Flatzoid.
But yeah, I'm not smart enough, guys.
No, you're not. You're not smart enough to carry on a conversation with. Not with an intelligent person.
Yeah. I find it interesting to see where you come from.
I mean, you had to take a line in this orientation here and move it to here in order to put a fucking perpendicular on it. You couldn't do that. You had to turn it and then do that because you couldn't fucking comprehend that these lines are perpendicular. You couldn't fucking your tiny little fucking rodent brain couldn't fucking process that. And you think you're capable of having an adult conversation about fucking science and trigonometry and geometry and physics?
From and why you believe what you do. That's what I asked him. He says maths and science do not require belief, simply understanding. We can demonstrate that which we claim. I do not believe these things. I accept the reality of them as their efficacy can be routinely shown. Is that so?
Yes, that's most certainly so. That's called repeatability. That's called demonstrability. Yes. You've not proven your flat earth at all, buddy.
What has this got to do with anything I asked about there? I just want to have a conversation to see why he believes what he believes.
Well, he's not going to accept anything you say anyways. That's what that last day.
Really? He won't accept anything you say anyways? Yeah, careful there, hypocrite.
Just said, it's like, no matter what you demonstrate or show him.
Careful with throwing stones there, glass house.
Or tell him. He's not going to change his mind. He's already accepted it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
And you guys don't. You guys are just open-minded, right? You consider all evidence presented. You don't say nuh-uh to any of it. Fuck off. You fucking assholes.
He says, if I ever change, he says, I can assure you that I will never email you. Like I said, if you want further discussion, make a proper video response to my work or present me with a model that I can subject to scrutiny. Fine. The Hebrew biblical cosmology. There's the model you want. More than happy.
Okay. And so show how the sun could set on that. Show how the sun can set. Because it says the sun goes into goes under the earth. So show how that works in reality.
Perfect. I mean, come on, this guy's full of himself, dude. He won't answer an email, but he'll answer a video.
Yeah.
I'll give him content.
But remember, he says he won't respond to me, but he wants me to do something. How does that make sense?
Yeah, well, he doesn't want you to do any.
Well, you keep begging me to come on your show and debate you or have conversation with you or call mathematicians with you, but you won't you won't unblock me on your channel and you won't admit you lied about me. How much sense does that make?
Email
and then you accuse me of being afraid of you. No, I'm just giving you stipulations on a conversation, on something happening. If you want to do it, you're the one who keeps begging me. If you want that to happen, you'll apologize for lying about me, as I proved you did.
Because there's no content in an email so as much as you making a video.
Yeah.
Idiot.
So anyway, he says, is there any particular reason you cannot do number 2, lol? Wow. He says, bless you, man. Wish you all the best. I wish you all the best too. Peace. Okay. So then this is all right to him. We will definitely be finishing the video, this time without interruption. Hope you will listen carefully to what is presented and why you're not.
Finish the video without interruption. Really? You've done that?
A debunk shows the same strawman arguments we always get. Peace, man. So it goes on. This is what he says. Flatzoid's perspective. I noticed you deleted my comment towards Michael Kahn. So I'll write it again and screenshot it this time to prove how dishonest you people are. By the way, guys, I never deleted his comment. I don't know what comment he's talking about. Michael also says he never got a notification about that comment.
No, what he's on about.
It's elusive as a Duffy email.
So yeah. So if Michael didn't get a notification for that, I didn't delete anything. Who's the one being dishonest? Anyway, it goes further than that. I said, Birdman, did I? Where? What did it say? Maybe it had a word in that triggers the comment type because I didn't know.
Well, that could be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, yes, YouTube's algorithm will fuck with you. So, yeah, I don't talk about comments being deleted anymore. Unless I have a way to check to see if the comment is actually there and then not there later. So
Michael says to him, YouTube messes with comments. If Birdman replied to me, I would have had a notification even if you deleted the comment.
And in all fairness, Michael could be lying because he's not the most honest person in the world. So, and he's part of your cult, so he'd stick up for the cult leader. So, not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying he doesn't have any credibility.
Now to the Birdman. Flats doesn't need to remove comments directed to me. He knows I can fully deal with anything put to me.
That's true.
But where's his notification?
Mm-hmm.
Then I said, it's sad, Michael. Birdman is now going on as if he does not get trolls himself or have issues on YouTube comments. Instead, now wants to paint me as dishonest, and the guy doesn't.
You are highly dishonest. You are the most dishonest person I've ever met in my life.
Even know.
And I'm 62 years old, spent 7 years in the Army.
Know me. This
been all around the world.
Hostility is what
I've lived in 2 countries.
Frustrates me with
one country almost half my life at one point.
The globe defend.
All around, I've been in every 50, I've been in all 48 contiguous states. Talked to thousands upon thousands of people. Had a lot of friends. You are the most dishonest motherfucker I've ever had the misfortune of ever meeting.
They always want to insult and do things to flat earthers, but as soon as we retaliate, we are wrong and they are the victim.
Right.
So there we go. And then I said, Birdman, any luck on that comment yet? It amazes me.
All right, Flatzoid, those pearls will be in the mail any day now.
How he just makes an unfounded claim and can't even do as he says, and still waiting. Seems you are not able to back up your false claims about me. Sad that you have dishonesty to push a narrative on me that has no actual substance, and then cower away when you're challenged on it. This would explain why you are too scared to talk to me. I guess all globe defenders are the same. And then later, still nothing. We're still waiting for it, guys.
No doubt.
We'll probably never get it.
No.
You're pretty obsessed with him. You're very obsessed with him, aren't you?
Because especially Michael's
waiting by the phone for him to call.
Standing up now saying, look, if anything got deleted, I know about it.
Very pathetic.
But yeah, I think we made it very clear. Birdman, you are shit scared of me.
Nah.
Brian says time to clip his wings.
No, he explained that he's not and why he's not. You're lying about him like you lied about me. You're pathetic.
Time to clip his wings.
Okay,
They
so
won't
we're
be
gonna
able to
go.
fly anymore.
This is practically
So
where we ended
pathetic.
last time, where he starts showing the vacuum cleaner.
Oh,
So yeah, if you guys are ready, let's do this.
Films are actually demonstrating are pressure differentials, but I digress. Gravity holds things to the Earth, including the ocean, as there are no competing forces that would send the water into space. In order for things to move, there has to be a force applied to that thing. This is Physics 101.
Yes, great. Is entropy a force?
no.
No, it's an effect, right? Not a force.
Well, it has a state function.
Is entropy a force? No, entropy is not considered a force in the traditional sense. It's a thermodynamic property that measures the disorder or randomness within a system, not an active force that pushes or pulls on objects. But in certain situations, the tendency of a system to move toward a higher entropy can be described as an entropic force, which is the concept used to explain emergent phenomena where the system behaves as if there's a driving force pushing it towards increased disorder. I mean, you could have done that, right? Just looked it up.
Correct?
It's a transfer, yeah.
Yeah.
So it transfers things.
Yeah.
You do know there is a thing called entropic force.
Okay, yeah, I see it, yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, someone.
Whoa, Echo?
What was that?
Is it Ryan?
Probably, but anyway. Yes, entropy, there's a thing called entropic force. So, when we claim...
I just hear it as like when you hear a change of... There's just a change of entropy. You don't think of it as a change of forces. It just... to me, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a change of entropy.
But yeah, the thing is, if we can take this two ways. First, we're going to take on the globe way.
Yeah.
There is an acting force against quote-unquote gravity. That's the centrifugal force.
Yeah.
They claim we require gravity to hold us to the ground, or we would be flung off to space because of the centrifugal forces.
Yeah.
It's amazing that it just literally is just strong enough to cancel it out.
Yep. That's called physics.
Well,
Don't you think
that
it's just a coincidence?
Of course.
So yeah, we got centrifugal forces that is opposite to gravity, so he's already wrong there. Okay?
No, centrifugal. Jesus Christ.
He was already wrong with gravity because gravity isn't a force. Hasn't been seen.
Yes, it is a force. Yes, we use. See, you criticize him about not understanding the difference between Einsteinian and Newtonian physics, and now what are you going to say? What are you going to say? Prove me right, motherfucker.
He was already wrong with gravity because gravity isn't a force. Hasn't been seen for a force for 110 years already.
So that bullshit that Anthony Riley made up about snapping the wand and how Einstein superseded Newton when Einstein said himself that he could never supersede Newton because Newton's work is too important. Right? That snapping the wand, is that what you're fucking talking about, Flatzoid? You fucking dumb, gullible bitch. No, we still use the fucking formula in building shit, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? So you don't understand the difference. So you think we use Einsteinian physics here on Earth? Is that what you think? You think that we take Einsteinian's general relativity and design bridges with it?
We made this.
Or do you think those formulas are for relative density disequilibrium? Is that what you think?
Clear on the last stream as well.
Jesus Christ, what a fucking idiot.
So when we talk about the second law of thermodynamics, Mr. Birdman, I wish I knew his proper name, but yeah, Birdman.
Why do you talk about the second law of thermodynamics when you don't fucking understand it? When it's not relevant. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, you're dumb. I mean, you're really fucking dumb.
How can I put this?
Probably simply, because that's all you're capable of.
The air we breathe will rush into space.
No, it won't, because of gravity, dipshit.
Yeah.
But space isn't real. Space is fake, right? How can it rush into space? Can you explain that? How can if space is fake, how can air rush into it? Even if you had no dome, if there was no dome, how could air rush into something that doesn't exist?
It's simple as that. There is no demonstration at all in history ever observed. Remember, you claimed you only take observable reality.
Right, yes. Yes.
Then please
observable, measurable reality.
Demonstrate to us on your video you want to do, showing uncontained gas not needing containment to fill the available volume.
What are you fucking talking about? You claim we live in a dome. Why hasn't your atmoplane filled the volume yet? Why hasn't it? Why hasn't it equally filled the volume? Why isn't our atmosphere equal throughout all the way up to the dome? Why? That's what the second law of thermodynamics states, that it wants to decrease entropy. It wants to move out. So why hasn't it? You know why? Fucking gravity, motherfucker. Keeps it from doing that. Why the fuck do you think that we can't breathe on Mount Everest? That we need to take our own fucking oxygen up there? Because gravity's pulling all the air down to the surface, and there's very little up there. But it's all the same air. So why do you have relative density disequilibrium of the same fucking thing?
So, this is going to be difficult for you because entropy states that the gas inside a separate system, in a contained system, when the container is opened, it will fill the available volume.
But it hasn't yet, has it? So why does your atmoplane, your fake as fuck flat Earth atmoplane, defy the laws of the second law of thermodynamics? Why does your flat Earth atmoplane defy entropy? Why is that, man?
This is with your beloved gravity, by the way.
It's not beloved. It's gravity. It's what holds us to the Earth. So you can cut out the histrionics.
Gravity cannot pull gas down.
Yeah, it can. It does all the time. How do you think we breathe, motherfucker? How do you think we can breathe? If it didn't pull gas down, then it would all be up there.
Because gas never...
And it pulls sulfur hexafluoride down, pulls carbon dioxide down, pulls xenon down, and any other heavier than air gas.
Stops moving. Gas moves always in every direction constantly. Now you do...
Yes, on a micro scale. On a micro scale. On a macro scale, on a larger scale, it moves as a mass, like sulfur hexafluoride, down. It's like if you're in a bus, right? And you got a bunch of bees in the bus, or you're in the bus and there's a whole bunch of people in the bus and you're all moving around. Well, let me think about this. I had this earlier. Yeah, and you're on a road, and it's a big bus, and everybody's moving around. It's like one of those tour buses where you got a kitchenette and an entertainment center, and you got bunks in the back. So people are walking around the bus, right? So you're moving all around the bus, but it's going down the road at 50 miles an hour. Now, would you say that you're moving around constantly, or you're going 50 miles an hour down the road? It's the same fucking thing, man.
You have what we call the arrow of time thanks to entropy. So when you have a denser gas, it takes longer.
No, the arrow of time isn't because of entropy. Sorry, dude. It's just how time works.
For that denser gas to disperse into the surrounding system.
Now, entropy follows the arrow of time, but you don't have the arrow of time because of entropy.
So when you, for instance, have SF6 or you have
SF6,
any other denser gases, and like sulfur hexafluoride, and you throw it, you see it pulls down a bit, or CO2. Eventually, it will disperse. The denser the gas, the longer the arrow of time is, the longer it takes to.
If you put sulfur hexafluoride in a fish tank, it's not going to disperse unless there's something disturbing it.
Disperse.
So would you describe the arrow of time as the entropic force?
Yeah, the arrow of time is just how long it takes.
Right.
How long it takes to disperse.
No, that's not what the arrow of time is. The arrow of time is time only moves in one direction, does not go back on itself. Jesus fuck.
Right.
So this is why when you see the people take
I mean, they hear about shit and they don't bother to learn about shit, and then they start talking shit, and you realize they're fucking idiots because they're lazy. They don't do any research. They don't educate themselves.
A fish tank, and they pour sulfur hexafluoride into it. They put a covering over it.
Don't have to put a covering over it as long as it's in a room that's not that doesn't have air currents.
To keep the sulfur hexafluoride in there.
No, they don't have to put. They don't have to do that, man. You don't have to put a cover to keep the sulfur hexafluoride in there. Gravity does that, dipshit.
Because if they didn't have the cover on there, the sulfur hexafluoride will disperse into.
No, it won't. It fucking won't. Jesus Christ, man.
To the available volume.
My God, you're dumb.
No matter how dense your gas is.
Yeah, because entropy is not considered a force of nature, is it?
No.
No, it's a law of physics.
It's a law. It's practically seeking.
Is entropy a law of nature? Yes, entropy is considered a law of nature, specifically embodied in the second law of thermodynamics. My God, you're dumb.
Seeking equilibrium. That's what it's saying.
So easy. So easy. Holy shit. If I actually got paid for this shit, I'd be the happiest man on earth. I wouldn't have to work another day in my life. This is so easy to prove these dipshits wrong. So easy. I gotta go pee. I've had I've had a little bit of coffee. I'll be back. My God, these people are fucking ignorant. And these prints are coming out fucking awesome. this here, oops, is the first piece that I printed for it. You can see the slight waviness of the layer lines. But other than that, this looks injection molded. I mean, it's solid. It's got some weight to it. It's got 6 walls, 6 layers top and bottom. So it's got pretty dense walls, which gives it most of its structural stability, and it's got it's 30% infill, so it's pretty dense on the inside too. But yeah, this will stand up to anything, pretty much, except drive. I bet I could drive a truck over this or drive a car over this and it'd hold up. Except maybe for like thin walls. But I mean, this is fucking awesome. So, and this and these other things are all the red pieces I need. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. And these things look just as good. I mean, look at this shit. Look at how fucking clean that is. Just, I still can't believe I can produce this shit in my house. It's pretty neat.
So because you got a whole bunch of infinite micro and macro states, it's the way of nature sorting itself out.
Yeah, of course.
So if you have, for instance, this mug here and it's closed off, and I got, let's say, 5 molecules of gas in here. See, it's closed system now. Yeah. That gas cannot go through. It's just bouncing up and down in the cup. Around the cup as well, it's just bouncing. But I can heat this cup up, and the gas inside will start moving faster. Okay? Because it's energy. But as soon as I let go and I've opened the system, the gas that's in here will no longer just stay here. It will bounce out of the system and fill the available space. Now the issue...
And some will stay in there. Some gas will stay in there. But no, it won't. That won't fill the available space. But again, why hasn't your Atmo plane filled the available space?
The globies have is, we have a pressure gradient. Yes. And that pressure gradient means we have gas pressure, and that means we have containment. Because without containment, you have no...
No, that's bullshit, Flatzoid. You don't need containment for atmospheric pressure. See, we don't have gas pressure. It's atmospheric pressure, dipshit. There's a difference between gas pressure and atmospheric pressure.
Gas pressure. Without gas pressure, you have the pressure gradient.
Well, here's the thing to do. Okay, you claim that there's a gradient. I agree. Now, prove that gravity is the cause of it. Okay? Prove that gravity is the cause of it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We have, motherfucker. We have. Mass attracts mass as evidenced by the Cavendish experiment. Gas has mass, and the Earth is a mass. So what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking liar? We've told you this multiple times. Why the fuck can't you get it? Oh wait, I know.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
Demonstrate or show an experiment or anything where gravity causes gas to attract mass.
Take a ball of air and drop it on the ground.
Because think of it this way. If mass attracted mass, as they say with gas, then why doesn't Mount Everest pool gas all around it?
Who says it fucking doesn't? Who says it doesn't? It does, but it's so fucking immeasurable, we can't measure it, dipshit.
Why?
Fuck me.
Oh, because they say no, it goes to the center of mass. But last time I checked, Mount Everest is part of Earth's gravitational field. So that means the gas next to it should be attracted to it. So in other words, you should be having higher higher pressure due to gravity on Mount Everest than
No, that's not how it fucking works, asshole. God damn it, you're dumb.
next to it because there's no mass next to it. But this isn't seen because why? Mass doesn't attract mass.
No, it's a
Yes,
myth.
Yes, it does. Cavendish shows that. You dumb fuck. I mean, if mass didn't attract mass, why, when the small balls in the Cavendish experiment are at rest, there's no movement. There's no movement when the bigger balls aren't near them. There's no movement. There's no oscillation, no twisting of the wire, nothing. Until you move those balls in the way, and then you start getting movement, and it's always towards the masses. It's never away. It's always towards them at first. And then there's an oscillation because the pull moves so the balls move so far, the torque of the wire makes them want to go back because that the torque at that point in its movement outweighs the gravitational force between the masses. So it makes it go back the other way. And then since it's a stiff torque wire, it wants to go back. Jesus, you're fucking stupid.
is not attracted by gravity.
See, they've never read the Cavendish paper, but they want to talk about Cavendish. Like they're fucking experts on it. You can't debunk something if you've never studied it or investigated or researched it.
Mass attracting mass. That's just... And these people, that's all they do. Well, mass attracts mass.
Yeah.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
And it's like this. Look, here's the thing.
Yes, it does. Cavendish showed that.
It's not contiguous mass.
A weight on a highly sensitive scale when a larger mass is moved underneath it proves that. Fucking idiot.
Mass. All right.
Hell, just dropping something proves it.
That'd be if that'd be like you thinking you could screw a hook into the beach and pick up the whole beach.
Why the fuck would you even think that? God damn, you're dumb.
One little point, right? What happens? No, the sand, it all comes apart. It's not a contiguous mass.
Okay, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
So that falls apart right on itself.
Oh yeah, you don't understand what mass is. That's right, you're a fucking retard.
You can't, and there again, just like with the beach, it has to be a contained volume of this shit in order for it to, quote unquote, have a mass.
No, it doesn't, dipshit. No, it doesn't. Gas has mass all on its own. Each individual molecule has mass. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's dumb.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And fucking Flatzoid just agrees with him. Uh-huh. Yup. Makes sense to me because I'm a dumb motherfucker who doesn't understand physics.
But yeah, at the end of the day,
I mean, tell us you're not in a cult. Tell us you're in a cult without saying the words, dipshit. You fucking pathetic, gullible, easily influenced fucking simpletons.
globe doesn't have anything to prove their claims.
Yeah, Cavendish. The 65-page paper of Cavendish and the experiments. Jesus Christ. See, that's nuh-uh. See, that's saying nuh-uh. Because we've shown you what you're talking about right here. We've shown it to you, motherfucker. And you just hand wave it away. I don't know how you go through life like this, dude. They must be very miserable people on the inside. They must just be miserable.
At all. It's all just fairy beliefs.
So pathetic.
You think we're in a dome?
Absolutely. Although, see, here's the thing.
You think we're in a dome? Absolutely. Because someone told him we were. Some dumb fucking flat earther made a video and he watched it. Now he knows it for a fucking fact. Who the fuck is this idiot?
Thing.
Oh shit! You
Here's
never
the
heard
thing.
this
Okay,
shit?
I
Huh?
also want to ask.
I mean, who the fuck? Lord Jamar? Lord Jamar. Who the fuck is this guy? And they aren't saying anything about him calling himself Lord. Who's Lord Jamar? Oh, a fucking rapper. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's where you want to get your fucking science from. Jesus.
Ask a question though. Remember in his comments, he says he doesn't do quote unquote debates or have conversations with people. He's a videographer. What's happening here?
It's videography. What the fuck are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
Is he in that debate?
Isn't he having a conversation with someone?
That dude is.
I don't know. It's really weird.
Hey,
Explain.
here's the thing, right? There's certain
I don't know. G. What's G? Is that his logo? Is that Birdman's logo? Or is this somebody else's channel that he's showing? That he's taking a clip from? He's not in this debate, dipshit. And this is not a debate. This is a conversation. What the fuck are you talking about? You think he's one of these guys in the video? You think Birdman is one of the people on this set?
certain things that they don't allow you to explore, right? So there's certain things that I can't prove. I can't go. I'm
Right,
not
we-
allowed to
none of
go
us
up,
can go up there.
and touch this. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah, you can. You can go into space. I mean, if you're a successful rapper, if you didn't squander all your fucking income on bullshit, you could probably go to space, man.
So this is only what I can surmise, especially from thousands of years, because only 500 years ago did they come with this whole heliocentric model.
I would like
Okay.
to applaud Lord Jamar for knowing his history.
So cars can't work because cars have only been around under 200 years, right? Right?
Copernicus did fully develop the heliocentric model roughly 500 years ago. I could technically argue that Aristarchus of Samos suggested it first about 2,000 years ago, but I'm willing to give Jamar this one. However, where I will not be charitable is...
Do not say Aristarchus 3 times, or Pete Shea will show up.
This idea that the nebulous and undefined they are preventing you from going into space and proving there is or isn't a crystal dome.
Crystal. Who said anything about crystal?
Well, the Bible talks about glass, right? Would God use just regular glass or would he use crystal?
And okay, crystal dome. No one said anything about a crystal dome. I do have to say with Jamar, it's not that we can't go up there based on they stopping you. It's based on who has the money to go up there.
Well, a few people, but you'll just deny what they have to say.
Who has the resources to go up there? I mean, does anybody have a few $1 million
If they sent you up there, you deny you went.
to spare so we can see if we can go reach the firmament?
I mean, you're like Bart Simpson when Homer was trying to teach him how to shave, knocks a bottle of cologne on the counter, and breaks. He goes, "I didn't do that." You're Bart.
Reach out to Duffy. He probably knows somebody. He knows all these people just wanting to throw fucking money out.
Oh yeah, before I forget,
Fuck, have a fundraiser, man. There's some people who are willing to give up the cash to fill out a $30,000 fundraiser. You can do that.
where is Roger now? He's got a GoFundMe going up. I did pin it up in the description, guys. It's his GoFundMe to try and get him to Antarctica with Duffy. If it doesn't happen though, and you guys did give money, the money will be going to relief for the people that got struck by the hurricane. So yeah, so don't think the money just won't happen anyway. But yeah, he says he spoke to Duffy and he really wants to go because Duffy said he'll see what he can do. But Duffy did also tell him now recently the next person on his list to go is Simon Dan.
Oh,
so
God.
I don't think that.
I mean, why would he want to fuck with you guys after you, one of your buddies committed fraud, basically? Pulled a fucking prank. Why would anyone want to deal with you, dude?
Duffy's really taking this seriously to really send flat earthers with. Because it seems he's just trying to send his bum chums to the ice so they can all have their
bum chums? You mean like you guys? Like you guys?
Bum chum party or whatever.
I mean, you're together every fucking day, man, for hours. So I wouldn't be talking about bum chums if I were you.
I don't know. But
and you guys just wind up sucking each other's dick every fucking day, right?
I still don't think it's going to happen, to be honest.
No.
But yeah, I don't think based on the firmament thing again. How can you prove that we have a firmament? Very simple.
You go to it. You take pictures of it, motherfucker. You take samples. You just don't say you've got the burden of proof.
We are able to breathe.
Absolutely.
Because of gravity.
It's a necessary antecedent, and we've said this many times.
No, it's not a necessary antecedent to atmospheric pressure, dipshit. Gravity is. Gravity is. That's how little you understand physics. How little you understand science.
If you go and order a nice piece of T-bone steak, are you going to moan with the waiter and say, hang on, I never saw this cow, so my T-bone steak doesn't exist?
Yeah, that's a lame fucking cop-out. That's a lame cop-out. That's QE bullshit, man.
Because I didn't see the cow. No. To have the T-bone steak, you had to have the cow. So to have the air we breathe, we have to have the container.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We have gravity. Gravity is the container. So, since you have no physical proof, physical evidence of your dome, you just have a flawed logical syllogism, back your shit up, motherfucker, or concede like you demand everyone else do. I mean, if you say, well, prove gravity, well, gravity exists because it has to. It's a necessary antecedent. If we said that, you'd say, well, that's a concession, right? Right? You wouldn't accept that, would you? No, you wouldn't.
Simple as that.
And I wouldn't I wouldn't expect you to accept it. But somehow you find that it's acceptable for you to do that. Just
shame, Sparky
bad
Marky.
people.
Don't you like the bum chum party?
Oh, right.
I mean, look at you. You're just jacking each other off. You're just jacking each other off. You're about as big a bum party as you can get, dude. Bum chums for life.
In fact, there was an act passed by Congress in 1984 that explicitly encourages the private exploration of space up to and including operating a private launch site.
And you do know, to even do that privately, you still need to have permission to use the airspace.
Yes, you have to work out flight. You have to work out your flight with the FAA. Yes, absolutely. Because they need to know where you are so planes don't run into your stupid ass. Yes, what the fuck is that? I mean, why is that important? Why is that a cop-out?
He does know that, right?
Probably not.
Do they think that airspace is just
Probably not. Fuck off.
hang on, let me climb in a plane and just fly? No, you have to ask permission.
Right, so are planes fake? So planes don't exist if you have to ask for permission, right? What the fuck are you talking about? No, you have to work out your flight plan. You have to log what you're going to do, where your fucking rocket's going to go. But yeah, you can freely explore, man. I mean, you have to have a license to drive a car. Does that mean cars are fake? What the fuck are you talking about?
To use airspace, you have to ask permission.
Yeah.
So just like when you're going quote unquote to space, you have to ask permission for that airspace.
Right, and how does that violate having the capability to develop commercial launch vehicles, orbital satellites, and operate private launch sites and services? How does that contradict that? It doesn't. It fucking doesn't. You're allowed to have your own airport and airplanes, but you have to log your flight path in. What the fuck is your point, idiot?
So in a way, yeah, Lord Jamal was correct.
This means you can legally build a rocket and launch it into the air as long as it's safe to do so without shooting that rocket into a commercial aircraft, for example. This is why SpaceX is able to do what they're doing as a private
Yeah, SpaceX, the flying dildo.
company. So the only thing...
Yes, rockets are dildo shaped. Grow the fuck up.
Holding you back, Jamar, is knowledge.
Jesus Christ. And these people think they can have a serious conversation, an adult conversation? Oh, that looks like a dildo.
No. I don't agree. The only thing holding him back is not knowledge. It's definitely money. Funds is a big reason.
Money must be funny.
He got 1.5 million, dude. He can go. Why doesn't he? Why doesn't he?
He's only got a net worth of 1.5 million.
Is that it?
That's not even going to be able to pay for the fuel needed.
No.
That's why I say reach out to Duffy.
Oh, Owen.
He knows all these people.
That's Riddler. That's the Riddler, I think, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Riddler from Gotham.
Money.
All the
But what did he say about the money?
Oh, so the only thing holding you back, Jamar, is knowledge. Oh, and money.
I don't know if he's trying to say that's okay. Wow. So he's sarcastically attacking him that he's only got 1.5 million net worth.
Wow, unbelievable,
You
man.
do know that is still a lot more than a lot of people alive today.
I wish I only had that much.
But I mean, is that really something you need to attack, though?
No, of course it's not. Of course not.
Yeah, because you never attack petty things, do you? Never, ever, ever. You're perfect angels.
all the different civilizations prior to that knew that we lived on a level plane.
Whereas
No. They knew that the ground was flat. But since 2500 or 500 BC, we've known that the Earth is a sphere.
As the heliocentric model was relatively rare in antiquity, the idea that the planet is spherical was not. The Greeks knew the Earth was spherical in the time of Aristotle, who provided evidence for the shape of the Earth as early as the 4th century.
That is no.
They didn't know.
No, that's absolutely fucking true, assholes.
They surmised. They thought.
There's that nuh-uh No, reality, keep it away.
They pondered on it. They didn't know.
But this is wrong, though, what he's saying. Just
No,
because
not.
they were seen as heretics, by the way.
Yep.
Okay.
No, they were not seen as heretics. They were only seen as heretics once the Catholic Church got involved.
It was not really accepted as spherical.
Once religion got involved, they were considered heretics. See how that works? See how fucked up religion is? See how religion has stunted our intellectual discourse and evolution, growth. Religion's fucked up.
Until I think it was Ptolemy. I always
Ptolemy, yeah.
Ptolemy.
Ptolemy, sorry.
Okay.
Ptolemy, not Ptolemy.
That's when it started really getting accepted as
It could be Ptolemy. I don't know.
spherical. Okay, they was all seen as heretics and crazy, actually.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't, man. No, not until the Catholic Church came along. You're a fucking liar.
Mm-hmm.
All civilizations still believed it to be flat.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't, man.
Heck, you had schools in the 1800s still teaching flat Earth.
No, they didn't. No, we had no schools in the 1800s teaching flat Earth. None. Zero. None. You're a liar.
Yep.
You're a fucking
Look
liar.
at that old lady that
You mean that senile old lady that Dave Weiss manipulated and used for his own gain? You mean that lady?
Flat Earth Dave Weiss.
Edie, yeah.
I mean, that was what, about 5-6 years ago now he spoke to her, and she was what? She remembers being taught flat Earth.
No, she doesn't. She remembers Dave telling her she was taught flat Earth. That's what she remembers. Hell, she could be related to him. I don't know. But no, they did not teach flat Earth in schools. No, they didn't. No public school has ever taught flat Earth. You fucking liar. Jesus fucking Christ. How pathetic. How desperate.
Mm-hmm.
She thought it was silly when she heard of the globe.
How desperate to take advantage of a mentally feeble. What's the proper word? Cognitively challenged senior to sell an app, and then you fuckers believe it.
Yeah. And by the way, he never proved it's a spherical Earth.
Yes, they proved it with mathematics, dumb fuck.
He postulated it's a spherical Earth based
No, they proved it
on his belief. And let's see. Aristotle was among the first to recognize the fact our planet being a round sphere. He observed lunar eclipses and noticed only a round sphere could imply a circular shadow. Oh my word. It doesn't have to be a sphere to give what was happening. It can be a disk.
So how are you going to get the disk of the Earth between the sun and moon, dipshit? How do you do that?
It can be just plasma even regenerating. It doesn't really matter.
It could be plasma regenerated. It could be plasma regenerated. That's what the eclipse could be.
What it is.
That's how dumb this motherfucker is. It could be plasma regenerated.
The fact is, that's not a proof. That's a belief.
No, that's a proof. That's a proof.
This astronomy.
Flat Earth is a belief. And a very easily debunkable one.
Astronomical observation was confirmed by general observations made at sea. When a ship sails away from the coast, it seems to disappear gradually behind the horizon. Secondly, the horizon's not physical.
Yes, it is. The horizon is most certainly physical. If it wasn't physical, there'd be nothing for the light to fucking reflect off of to hit your eye for you to fucking see it. Jesus fucking Christ, you're dumb.
It's called diffraction limit. You got
so diffraction limit only works on part of an object? It only works on the bottom half of an object? You don't know what diffraction limit means, idiot. Jesus fucking Christ. Tell us you're clueless without saying the words, asshole.
things called foreshortening, refraction. Were any of those things even known?
Refraction, foreshortening. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just throwing out words, man. Just throwing out words. You think diffraction limit only works on part of an object. Show us, there's a formula for diffraction limit. Show us where it says only part of an object, only part of it. Show us that, motherfucker.
In those days. No. And
I mean, you see a car going over a hill, and you see the car vanish, going away bottom up. According to oh shit, Occam's razor, you see a ship going away from you, going away bottom up. What does Occam's razor say? What does it want to bring all these things into it? No, it's like, well, it looks just like the car I just saw, or the ox cart. It looks just like that. So what would you surmise by that? Well, then the Earth is curved. It's going over a curve, being blocked by the surface of the Earth. And fuck, we already knew that it was spherical.
By the way, the telescopes they had in those days, your eyes could see further.
No.
It was literally like a tube with a piece of glass in there.
So just a tube with a piece of glass in there. Really? Okay.
Has this guy ever researched how good the telescopes were those days?
Have you ever done that? Have you ever researched it? I bet you haven't. I'll bet money you haven't.
Okay, the next scientific step, they haven't even presented science yet, directly measuring the size of our planet was performed by Aristophanes. Okay, first of all, science is not shape.
What? Science is not shape? The fuck are you talking about?
When he, quote unquote, calculated,
measured
the radius, not measured.
Yes, measured.
Calculated?
No, measured.
It's not science.
So science isn't measuring stuff or calculating things? Science doesn't have anything to do with that?
Aristophanes has not even got any, how can I put this, documentation to show that guy even existed.
Okay. There's no historical proof of Christ. But you'll believe in Jesus, right? There's no proof that people can raise from the dead. But you'll believe that, right? You're pretty selective in your evidence that you'll accept. You know that? But when people take the principle that Eratosthenes set out, or set down, and you take hundreds of people all over the world to do the same experiment, guess what they get? Guess what results they get, man? These concepts from a person that could have existed, could not have existed. They use those principles, and guess what they get? Guess what the result is? It's fucking not flat, motherfucker.
There is no documentation existed. None of his work shows to...
Outside the Bible, there's no documentation that Christ existed.
existed. It's amazing that all these were burned down in the Library of Alexandria.
By Christians. By Christians. Thank you, Christians. The most, the, the, the greatest collection of scientific documentation of our time in one location was burned down and ravaged by Christians.
The only information that came that said Aristophanes did this was years after he died.
He just appeared. He just appeared in Rockefeller-funded textbooks in the 20th century.
Rockefeller-funded textbooks? Shut the fuck up.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
Just appeared there. Nobody'd ever talked about him or anything else.
That's what I say. It's
Do you
just
really believe? Do you really believe though that all that stuff that was in the Library of Alexandria burned? I don't.
No, it didn't all burn. What they couldn't use for manuscripts, what they couldn't bleach, erase, and write over, they burned.
I think it was looted out and then they burned it.
I don't even think Aristophanes ever existed. It's.
I don't think your mom's box existed.
It's a superhero they made up.
Yeah. More than likely.
But I mean, I love this guy's.
So nuh-uh, right?
Citation he's using: sea and space. You might as well have gone on McToon's website for this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where the source comes from as long as the source is valid. I know we're not going to find any science on your fucking channel.
Man.
BCE. His evidence was Earth's shadow on the moon during a lunar eclipse, something we all can observe at least once a year. For those that don't know, a lunar eclipse is when the Earth is between a full moon and the sun, and the moon...
And this is where we're going to tell you.
How does that work on a flat Earth? How does that work, buddy? Huh?
This is a belief.
No, this is basically proven, dude. This is proven. Yeah, well-established science, man. So sit out, shut the fuck up, and sit down. The adults are talking.
It's not a proof. This cartoon you're showing on screen doesn't prove anything other than it's your belief, and you're explaining your belief.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. Flat Earth.
According to Wikipedia, flat...
So here's nothing but cartoons to show your belief system. Nothing but cartoons, man. Nothing. All cartoons. Not a photograph of flat Earth anywhere. All cartoons to demonstrate your belief. So again, sit down, shut the fuck up. The adults are talking. You fucking hypocritical clown. I gotta pee again.
Based on a diagram.
Be right back.
Now, we can say the same thing.
No, based on measurements, okay? Motherfucker.
We can say and draw a cartoon and say the moon is plasma. And because the plasma regenerates, therefore it has a lunar eclipse. Did I prove my point? Did I prove that's what it is? No.
Well, I don't know. You got a picture up there and stuff too. That kind of, that solidifies it.
But this is how they work.
Mm-hmm.
They have a belief. They assume their belief to be true. They do a cartoon diagram and say, therefore, look, cartoon diagram, so therefore my belief is true.
Yeah.
It's called circular reasoning. Huh. It's affirming the consequent based on belief.
Circular reasoning. That's pretty good. I like that. I see what you did there.
You said that to me last week as well, so we do that one a lot, don't we?
So what do we have here? What were you saying? Let's go back and hear what you said, dipshit.
It's true.
I kind of get that solidifies it.
But this is how they work.
Mm.
They have a belief, they assume their belief to be true.
Right. You have a belief that the earth is flat. You assume it to be true because the Bible told you so.
They do a cartoon diagram and
Here's
say, therefore, look,
cartoons.
cartoon diagram, so therefore my belief is true.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called circular reasoning.
Yeah, you just described yourself, asshole. But see, we don't have a cartoon. The cartoon comes because we know what the fuck it is. See, the cartoon is just an illustration of reality, motherfucker. We already measured everything. That's what the heliocentric model is, idiot. It's a measurement of everything.
Huh.
It's affirming the consequence.
But you got affirming the consequence? You mean like this? Like this? Affirming the consequence? Why is the Bible true? Because the Bible says it's true? Affirming the consequent? There's a dome because there has to be? Affirming the consequent. Meanwhile, we have measurements, motherfucker. Cope.
Based on belief.
Circular reasoning. That's pretty good. I like that. I see what you did there.
I mean, these are just fucking uneducated clowns, man. These guys didn't even fail clown school. That's how horrible they are.
You said that to me last week as well, so we do that one a lot, don't we? I like it.
I mean, these are just horrible, horrible shit humans.
Oh my God.
Passes in front of the shadow formed by the Earth. As the Earth's shadow on the moon is curved, this means the shape of the Earth must be round.
Also false, because you can actually test this out.
Yeah, and when you test it, it comes out just like that, buddy. Unless you stand right at an angle at 90 degrees to the light source and where the line looks straight. Yeah.
You can literally take a flat object, like a circular disc.
Again, how does the Earth get between the sun and the moon, man? There has to be something casting the shadow. So how does the Earth get between the sun and the moon?
And get the same effect.
Yeah,
Heck, we've had globers on here, remember? Where they actually try and do the demonstration and they with spheres and they couldn't get that effect like they said with the sphere.
That's what I'm saying, a sphere on
That's bullshit. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar, Flatzoid.
a sphere doesn't make
You're saying the exact opposite of what actually happened.
that shape. Doesn't it make like an S shape? Sort of an S shape.
Exactly.
Because of the way
remember that
it's contoured, it comes forward at the bottom, so it's got skewed at the top and skewed at the bottom.
But I think it was Mortimer where he tried
Shut the fuck up, junkie.
to do the demonstration with a flat object and he still made it. It's still curved around because they don't understand that it's not the shape that counts. It's the angle of the shadow that makes it curved on the object behind it.
Oh
So when
my
he
God.
took a flat shape, it still made a curve on the sphere behind it. These people don't really do their research. They just parrot things they've heard. And this is exactly what he does.
Yeah, they don't do any research. They just parrot the things they've heard. Projection much, motherfucker? I can't deal with any more of this shit. Not now. I mean, these guys are fucking retards. These guys are absolute fucking retards. Yeah, they just make shit up. I mean, god damn it. How fucking... just projecting like a motherfucker. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I may do the second half of this tomorrow. I don't know. Or I may come back later tonight when everybody isn't over on another fucking channel. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you later. As always, be seeing you.